Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And it is that time again. It is the time for the February DicenDeal challenge. And if you remember, last month we had 3 cards that we needed to put our own prompts on them, and I handed that off to the viewers, and a few people responded, and from the responses that I got, I picked 3. So these are the ones that you thought of. Draw a face or 2 or more. Add black or white paint splatters. Add a magazine image. And I'll tell you, because somebody will probably ask, these are plastic cards, and the pen that I used on them is a permanent waterproof pen that will write on almost any surface. But these cards, it does. It is the, let's get the right name turned, there we are. It's the Stabilo Right for All. And it says it's the fine one. It's the tip. Yeah, so it's in English, German, and French, the writing on the side, so you should pretty much be able to find that anywhere. Okay, so I'm going to take these 3 cards and we will place them somewhere in the deck. Okay, and so those will be new prompts for us. So hopefully today we don't come up with any more of those. There are actual wild cards in here. I've seen a couple. Alright, let's do a little bit of a shuffle. And more shuffle. I'm not the greatest shuffler, but I always feel like when we do one of these things, it really mixes the cards up well. So there we go. And why don't I cut the deck, put this on top, and we'll start with this one. So, as you know, if you've been with us before, the game starts with some dice, which seem to be hiding. Where's the little bowl? Here it is. Yes, and my dice are in it. I have a little Sumiko Garashi bowl. I'm going to keep my cards and dice in. So we're going to roll the dice, and we need to get between a 4 and a 12, and that's how many prompts we'll pick. If it's less than 4, we'll roll again, because that wouldn't be any fun. 8! Alright, I'm happy with that. I always feel like 8 is just the right amount. So today, I'm going to leave my pages like this to start with. This journal that I've been working in has all the pages covered with various splotches and patterns and stuff of paint, because I was using it as my wipe-off book. And so far, every challenge I've done in this book, I always gesso over it to start with, but this has got a lot of paint on it, and I did gesso down here and up there. So it's a good surface for me to work on, and I'm going to start with that and see what happens. See if that directs me into going in a good direction, having that layer down there already. So you go ahead. You don't have to pick a plain blank, a white piece of paper. You can use black paper, gray paper, brown paper, or get one of your painty papers and do it on that. So enough of the blather, and let's start. Prompt number 1 is a wild card. Oh, and this is the real wild card. It says, go wild. Choose your own technique. What a way to start. I feel like we are being plagued with wild cards. Alright, so I don't know what to do. I don't want to lay down anymore. Well, I know what I'll do. I'll try and find something close to this green, and I'll do a bit more stenciling on here to get the pages covered. Wonder if I have one right here. It's a lot darker, but it's here. I'm going to use it. Let me look through my stencils. I have one sitting on the top right here. I could use this. There's nobody to say I can't. Alright, that was easy. Just take what's at hand. Now I'm not going to do this too heavy-handed. Looks like we can get enough paint just from the lid of this. So now I need my sponges, which are over here. And I guess I probably should have a wipe-off paper. I have a wipe-off book over here. It's kind of buried at the moment, though. What's going on? Can I move that stuff? Yeah. Don't crash. Okay, I'll put my wipe-off book over there. It'll work. Okay, so don't want that too dark. Let's put some of these. So you're going to pick whatever you want to do, because this is your wild card. Put whatever you feel you want to start your page with. This feels like a big gaping hole there. Okay, let's put some up here. That's it with the green. So I need to spray some water. Is this water? Make sure it's not alcohol. That one says alcohol. This is water. Give it a stir. This helps to keep the paints from thickening up. So far, I haven't had any problems, and I guess I probably have had my paints 2 years or coming up to, somewhere around there. I know they dry up on some people, but I think if you take care to do this every time, And then I give them a shake, mix up that water that I put in there, and then I store them with the lid down. Okay, so that was number 1. I feel like I've accomplished a lot. Okay, prompt number 2. You ready? It is scribble words on sections of the surface. Okay, gonna scribble words. Well, I think I'm going to use something smudgy and have a look at my charcoal and graphite. What? 3B. Something less than a 3B? Oh, that's a 5B. That's darker. What about this guy down here? Oh, you look like you're some 6B. This is graphite. This should be better. Okay, so we want to scribble words. I think I'm going... No, you know what? It's not really wet. Okay, so let's scribble words. They don't have to be real words, and since you're scribbling, you don't have to be able to read them. I like to do fake writing. Oh, down here. There. Okay. There's my scribbling. Okay, so far so good. And we're on to, just gonna move my light a little bit here. I want to shine on my work a bit more, but I don't want it in the camera. Okay, well, no, it's in the camera. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're getting light. Okay, where are we? Yes, pick up. So this is number 3. And for number 3, we have add a piece of old, copied, or recycled art. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go find those ATCs that I was going through. Okay, so I found this god-awful piece of work that I did sometime very long time ago. I haven't written my name or the date on it. And this was way back in my glue book days, early 2000s. So I'm going to add this to my page. So you want to add a piece of old, copied, or recycled art. And I think the gist here is for it to be yours. So, these colors match, but I am going to tear her. Just what way should I tear her? Should I tear her this way, and then put one in the corner, and one in the other corner? They're pretty far. Tear her in half, and then just put the pieces. I'm going to go with the corner to corner tear. Okay, so that piece is going to go there, and this piece is going to go there. And I actually kind of like that. So, what glue do I want to use for this? Because that's cardstock. Do I even have any glue out? You know what? I should go grab the tacky glue, which is over here. I actually really like doing this, is taking old pieces of art that kind of embarrass you or that you don't like. I actually liked this when I did it. I remember enjoying this, drawing this square-headed lady with the triangle hair. I did several pieces with her. Some of them came out quite nice, but some of them were like really, really bad. Like this one. Okay. So, that wasn't tough. So that's 3. Boy, my page feels full since I started with some background. So that's 3. This card will make it halfway through. Number 4. Write or draw something with your non-dominant hand. Oh dear. I already did writing, but now with this hand. This is one that Cali used to get all the time and I hated it. Oh. Don't like. Well, let's use something a little bit more like this. And then what I usually do is write the alphabet. So, got a nice big mess there. So we're halfway done. Number 5. What will you be? What will number 5 be? Adhere something to the surface by sewing, stapling, or clipping it on. Okay, well, I'm not gonna sew. And I don't want to have something just clipped to the side, not attached to the page. So that's going to leave me with stapling. So sew, staple, or clip. And I am choosing stapling. Now, is my little stapler around here, or am I going to have to use that great big giant thing? Couldn't find my regular sized stapler anywhere, so I'm gonna have to go with this bad boy. Now I've forgotten what we were supposed to do with it. Adhere something to the surface. Okay, so gives me lots of opportunities here. Let's start looking through my I don't really have a name for it. I have a box here where all my bits and pieces go, and where Happy Mail I don't use right away goes, and it's just full of all sorts. Well, I could staple that on. Piece of paper. Definitely not that. That matches. Okay. So this is easy enough. I'm gonna staple that on. Oh, this is going to be awkward. Okay. this one down here. I must remember I need a stapler. This is great when you need all the length, but otherwise it's terrible. Now I have a bit of a feeling that that just plunked down in the center could possibly lead to something. Of course, it could be in the way of everything else that we do. But you know what? I'm gonna staple it. And I don't mind about the back because the picture on the back is something that is just extremely terrible. Makes me uncomfortable to look at it so bad. And it had the staples on it too, so I don't know if this is a good idea. Me and staples. Now I'm mixing up the deck of cards. So if we get something horrible next, we can blame me since I messed up the pile. I've been wanting to staple this piece of netting. It's kind of like a doily made out of netting. I've been wanting to staple it to something ever since I got it, but it's just never the right time. So I guess it was now. Okay. So does that put us at 6? I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we're getting 6, which is Doodle flowers, leaves, trees, bushes, grass, and other items found in nature. Oh boy. On top of the netting. So I think I'm gonna do trees for sure. Maybe some bushes and grass. What would be good for writing on top of that fabric? Okay, here's my colored paint pens. So let's have a little looky-loo through there. I know I have a brown. Well, that's good. I haven't used these for so long, I don't know if they all work. So let's try drawing some trees. Tree trunks, anyway, so it looks fine. was interesting, but I don't know if that was a smart move or not at this point in time. Because we still have a few cards left, and it is possible that they could be the enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got 2 more to go. Ooh boy. Doodle a pattern of lines and dots. Okay. Those back away. Okay, so I got a black Posca. And this is a thin tipped one too. So it should work nicely. That worked nicely. It's like grass from the other prompt. Okay. That turned out way better than I thought it would at the end. But we're not done yet. Just going to count to make sure we're on our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I do that all off screen? No, just a teeny bit. Whew. Alright, so there's 7. What is the very last thing going to be? Are you ready? Come on. Alright, here we go. Add gesso or paint in random places. Okay. It's not too bad, but it's a little... Excuse me, I'm going to open a pop here. Well, I think I'm going to add gesso, but I'm wondering if I should add black gesso. And then wipe it off with my wipes. You know, I think I'm going to take the plunge. Yeah. Or something when you see it in the camera. Yeah, this girl was placed in a good spot. Looks like she's coming out of the tree. The trees are pretty blah. But then they weren't supposed to be anything much. Some of these down here look like people. So that's it. I have no more prompts to do. I have to decide if I'm happy. Leave it that way. It has a border. Yeah, I'm going to call that done. I can't think. I mean, I'm done, so there's no more prompts to do. The next part would be to do something extra. I was thinking maybe of using that other green in the trees to kind of give them a bit of texture, but I don't want to color over the knitting again. Once was enough. And besides, there's plenty of knitting in there. You can see how it has all the, I don't know if you can tell or not, but it's got little dots on it all over the place. So from here, What are they? Oh yeah, it's just little pieces of fabric where it's a little bit thicker. And it looks like they're like some kind of berry or fruit bearing tree. And they're leaving shadows on underneath too. Yeah, so I got some interesting things going on there just with the fabrics themselves. So we'll call that done. We finished our 8 prompts, and I hope you enjoyed yourself and that you learned something new or just had a good old time. And if yours doesn't look like a picture, that's fine. You can call it a background, and you can add an image to it later, or you could cut it up into ATCs and use those as backgrounds for your ATC. So what you're doing does not have to be a finished picture. So, very good. That was not very difficult, but I have certainly come up with something that I was not expecting. Not expecting this. So, I hope you will decide to join us this month. The hashtag for the challenge is DicenDeal, and that is hashtag Dice, the letter N, deal. And if you put that wherever you post your picture, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, if you do a video, I'd love to watch you follow the prompts. Then that way we can all click on the DicenDeal hashtag and be taken to pictures that others have done that we may not have known of otherwise without the tag. That's how that works. So, until next time, I will see you in the comments. Have a good day. Bye-bye.